So you're thinking of moving to Georgetown, Texas? Well, in this video, we're going to take a map tour of Georgetown and check out some of the notable spots in the city. We're going to get after it right now. My name's Daniel, and whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call, and we'd be happy to help you make that smooth move to Georgetown. And if you find this video helpful, like and subscribe below. After this video, check out our full vlog tour of Georgetown. It'll give you a different idea of the city from the street level. And if you live in Georgetown, please comment below, let us know your opinions and experiences. That's always super helpful to see. All right, so we are looking at Georgetown, Texas. Georgetown is a suburb north of Austin. You can see it right here. Let me draw a little scribble around it. So just above Round Rock, and then you can see there's quite a few major highways going through Georgetown. Let me get close up. We have Highway 29 going east to west. Going out west gets you out to Liberty Hill, and then also down to Leander and Cedar Park. And then going out east gets you to Taylor. So over here, going down to Taylor, simple direct path there. There's a big Samsung factory in Taylor, so also a great place to live, Taylor, Texas. But if you're looking for something with kind of more infrastructure, Georgetown's also a great spot for commuting over to Taylor. If you can avoid I-35 traffic, that is always the best thing to attempt. So as you can see, I-35 going straight through it, north to south, that's your main road to get to downtown. But also a big one is 130. Now 130 is a toll road, but 130 is a lifesaver for you trying to get south of Austin. If you're going down, say, to San Antonio or San Marcos, right? San Antonio's down here, San Marcos right here. 130 lets you circumvent all of that terrible traffic in Austin, and you actually have options. You can come back over here and cut back in to get to Buda, or you can just keep going further south with that. So 130 is a great thing if you're comfortable paying a toll. If that's not your thing, then I-35 is your primary method, which it can be good. It's just you got to find the right time of the day, but I-35 is known to be a hot mess. So there's Georgetown. Let's see if I can erase these. Okay, so let's get closer in. Oh, and also just it's always nice to know where the airport is in comparison to everything. Airport is down here, this Hornsby Bend area. You can see it right here, Austin Bergstrom International. So 130, that toll road also goes straight to the airport. Also, helping you avoid traffic is best when you're trying to catch your flight. Let's get closer to Georgetown, see what we got here. So looking at downtown, we have Southwestern University. Southwestern University is a liberal arts college. It's a private college. It's actually the oldest university in the state, founded in 1873. If you watch my vlog video from Georgetown, I actually start my video standing outside of Georgetown, or outside of Southwestern University. It's beautiful architecture. It's really, really pretty. So it's late 19th and early 20th century architecture. We also have Blue Hole Park, you can see right here. So Blue Hole Park, and you can see this river going through. This is the San Gabriel River. Blue Hole Park is just one of the many parks next to that river. It's a scenic lagoon bordered by limestone bluffs along the river. The nice thing about this, and you can kind of see it on the map too, is we have these trails. They have a whole trail system just going all along the river here. And then they have it also going further east and north. And it's a long trail system that connects to a lot of the parks in Georgetown. So we see Blue Hole Park, VFW Park, St. Gabriel Park, I mean, there's a bunch, and it just kind of, it continues going over here east to Katy Crossing Trail Park. So tons of trails. You know, if that's important to you, getting outdoors, being in nature, it's nice that Georgetown has that, but not just have it, it's so close to downtown. So you can walk, get some coffee, and then just go to a park, go to the river. It's all right there within walking distance. If we look at West Georgetown, I'm gonna delete these real quick. So looking at West Georgetown, the main thing that stands out is the lake. So we have Lake Georgetown right here. Right? It's actually a reservoir formed by the North San Gabriel Dam, and it's a source of drinking water for Georgetown and Round Rock because of that. It has a trail, I don't know if this map will show it, but there's a trail that goes all the way around the lake, and that is a 26-mile hiking trail. Around that trail, and you can see it on here, there's 4 parks, and 3 of them offer recreational boat ramp facilities, so you can, if you have a boat, get into the river from 3 of these parks. No camping is permitted around the lake, though. We also, down here, have Morningstar, which is a new construction community I did another video on, you can check out. Morningstar, they're pretty close to finishing construction. They've been building for a long time, so which is actually good because you can find a lot of resale homes there that are still relatively new, and you'd be the second, maybe the third owner of that property. Or you can still find some new construction there too. They still have that available. But this is the Morningstar area. A ton of stuff in this neighborhood. They have multiple dog parks. I think they have a zip line. Lots of trails throughout the neighborhood. So if you want to check out that area, that's a great spot. It's also good just as far as where it is in Georgetown. It's technically in Liberty Hill School District. So it's in Georgetown. You get that super low tax rate that Georgetown offers, but you get to be in the Liberty Hill School District, which I believe is a slightly higher rated school district. And it's just close to 29, so easy access to get east or west, however's easier to go south or north. And then you have HEB nearby, you have a golf and country club nearby. It's really, really well placed and brand new homes at affordable prices. So definitely check out Morningstar if you're thinking about it. The tax rate for this area, by the way, is 1.8%, which is really, really low for the Austin area. Okay, I'm gonna delete these and then let's check out south. So now looking at South Georgetown, and you can see Georgetown borders with Round Rock, or Pflugerville, excuse me. Pflugerville's right here, Round Rock's right here, then we got Georgetown. So it kind of borders with Round Rock. I think the difference between the two is how much building is happening. If you look at the available homes in Round Rock, it'll be about the 500s right now, whereas in Georgetown, we're in the 1,000. So there's so many homes, mainly because it's further away from downtown slightly. There's more area to build new homes. And so it's a little less cramped than Round Rock is the best way to describe Georgetown. Down here you see right off I-35 the Inner Space Cavern. This was a cave that was discovered in 1963. They do have daily tours and it stays at 72 degrees throughout the entire year. It contains remains of Ice Age animals such as saber-toothed cats and mastodons, and has some rock formations. I actually really want to check this place out. I've only seen pictures online. But that's something to check out in South Georgetown. And then they also have their own executive airport. So here we have the executive airport in Georgetown. You know, most people aren't going to use an executive airport. We're going to use the Austin Bergstrom Airport. But it is a private one. It's open to the public. You're welcome to hang out there and watch planes take off and land. So I thought that was interesting, something unique. Most cities don't have that to offer. And then there's also another park up here, Berry Springs Park and Reserve, right here. You can see here it's temporarily closed, but if you look at the reviews online, really, really highly rated. It's located on the outskirts. It has century-old heritage pecan groves, so it provides a lot of shade. You can hike, bike, picnic, fish, play disc golf, pet donkeys. There's a mini petting zoo. It seems like a really unique park. I've never been there. It's on my list to go check that place out. But North Georgetown has a really unique park up there. And then if we go east, we see, so both high schools, right? Georgetown High School is up here to the north, and then we have Eastview High School over here east. Eastview is a A-rated school, and we'll look at the schools a little bit more in depth in a minute. But it has about 2,000 students, and it's known for being extremely diverse and offering a lot of after-school activities. We also have Thornhill Racing Circuit. Here we go. Over here, far east, okay? This is on the outskirts of Georgetown. And this is a covered track designed for 8th scale vehicles, including an expansive driver stand, raised pit lane, 220-inch jumbotron, and bleachers for spectating. The track covers 24,000 square feet, making it the largest permanent covered off-road track in the world, which is nuts. At this time, it only allows 1/8 scale buggies and truggies, which I don't know what those are, on this track. Definitely check out their website though. Yeah, that seems like a really cool, unique place too that Georgetown offers. And then, like I said earlier, Taylor, Texas is right over here. Taylor is a great small town, another great place to look at buying. I've had some investors look at that area because it seems like it's going to explode soon. And mainly because Samsung is, I think they are just now completing a huge factory that they've built on South Taylor. So definitely check out that area, and then if you're working there, you can kind of get a sense of the best ways to get to Taylor. But it's really not that far from Georgetown. 29, I mean, depending on the time, it doesn't really get that backed up. So this is also a great, spot to consider moving to in Georgetown if you're wanting to commute to Taylor. That would be a 20-minute commute. So now we're going to look at the school district, get a sense of that. So overall, Georgetown Independent School District, its overall score is B+. The highest scores are in diversity, clubs and activities, and then college prep. Now this is looking at the school district as a whole. As you can see here, there's 21 total schools. So it's going to, vary depending on the school that you choose. But looking at the district, it's number 61 out of 964 for best school districts for athletes in the state. This is all based off the state. So that's top 10%. It's a really, really good district if you have a student athlete. Most diverse school districts, I can't read, in Texas, number 127 out of 1,061, still pretty high up there. And then best school districts in Texas overall, 308 out of 1,052. Not as high as the other two, but still up there. Looking at the map here, you can get a sense, I'm not going to click on this, but you can get a sense of where the schools are located. This is elementary, middle, and high schools. And like I said earlier, if you go further west, like over here is where Morningstar is. It's technically outside of the Georgetown ISD. This is where Liberty Hill starts in Leander. But you're still in the Georgetown area for the tax rate. And then finally, what I like to look at is teacher ratio, always super important. It's 16:1, national average is 17:1. It's always good to be, a lower number there. So less students in the classroom per teacher. And then looking at the, living in Georgetown, like what does it cost to live here? So the median household income is $87,465. The national median is $75,149. So because it is a little bit higher here, the rent and the home values are going to be a little bit higher too. Median rent is $1,575 as opposed to $1,268 nationally. And the median home value is $361,700, nationally $281,900. Now these things do, expand and contract quite a bit. Right now, the market has been the price reductions have been growing. So more homes are selling for less. Now, I think when interest rates come down a little bit more, currently a top tier 30-year loan is about 6.8%. I think as soon as we get below that 6%, more people are going to be looking at selling their homes and selling the home that they got at a 2 or 3% back in 2020 and 2021 and buying, like looking to upgrade or downgrade or move or whatever they're trying to do for their life. So I feel like now is a good time because right now with the interest rates higher, it's kind of stalled the market a little bit in Austin. And so you're seeing a huge amount of inventory in the area. Like I said, there's about 1,000 homes for sale in Georgetown. If you check out my vlog video at the end, I do a market report and I talk about all these numbers too. I recommend you check that out. But that's kind of where we're at. The median home value, I feel like, is going to rise. We've had a ton of price reductions to get down here. And then as soon as interest rates drop, I think another percentage, we're going to see this number kind of plateau and start, raising 4 to 5% like we've seen in past years, year over year. Cool. And then the last thing I wanted to do was check out some homes, like just look at some random homes, see what's out there in Georgetown, give you a sense of that as best I can from my laptop. So right now we're on my website and I just typed in Georgetown and let's see what we got. I haven't looked at these, so we're gonna kind of explore it real quick. Here's one in the 300,000 is what we got. It's like 2,016 square feet, 3 bed, 2 bath. Looks like they digitally staged it. I'm not a big fan of that, but it is what it is. I like this big window, back patio door. Not a big fan of the carpet. Fireplaces, though, it's rare to find in Texas, so if you like fireplaces, this one might be a win for you. Pretty large, though, 2,000 square feet, only at 380. It's pretty exterior. Carpeted dining area. The carpet's not great. It's an interesting look for the countertops. Kind of outdated appliances here. But if that's what you're into, if you like the brown cabinet look, they have handles, and I don't like that the countertop is the same as the floor tile. That's my personal opinion on that. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, we have an office space, nice. Oh yeah, I like those bay windows in the master bedroom, very cool. When was this built? This feels a little older. 2003, okay, 21 years from recording this video. That's not too bad. 0.25 acres, that's quite a large lot. So that's, I think, more of what you're buying is the large lot. I want to see, show me the outside. Here we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Interesting fencing here. That part of the property. I like the mature trees, gives you some shade. You do have to make sure, they're not encroaching on the roof. You don't have any roof issues, but mature trees is definitely a bonus in my book. I mean, it's a good sized property. There's some things inside of that I'm not a particular fan of as far as design choice. But for that size, 2,000 square feet, that means the 3 bedrooms are going to be pretty good sized rooms. What else can we find in the 300s or low 400s? Here we go. This is 430, 2,700 square feet, 4 bed, 3 bath. This one's going to be much larger. So we have the brick exterior. Now just looking at the numbers before we look at it, lot size is smaller. This is 0.14, the last one was 0.25. Price, 50 grand more, right? We're at 430 with this one. And this one was built in 2020. So we should have a more modern look. Yeah, you can already tell from white cabinets. They need to add an island there. I mean, that's a simple thing to purchase, but if I bought this home, I would definitely add an island. The rooms seem pretty good size. Looks like they have carpet, hopefully just upstairs. And since it's built in 2020, you would be probably the second person to live in this house, unless it was a rental before, which doesn't look like. Looks like a big backyard. They didn't bother doing another photo. Okay, I like that big patio. That's really cool. Covered all the way across. That is really nice. And they have the built-in pet door, dog door in the back door. That's nice. Yeah, cool. So yeah, that you get a sense of what you can get in that price range. Let's look at one more. I want to see something a little higher price. What can we get in Georgetown? Let's find something in the 500s or 600s. Here we go. This one looks interesting. 2370 square feet. This one's at 509,500. Ton of shade in that backyard. Shade goes a long way in Texas. Yeah, very beautiful curb appeal from the front. I like that gravel, easy upkeep with that front garden, like a little fountain. Oh, cool. Yeah, I love what they did with the walls here. Can't tell if that doesn't look like carpet. No, it's very beautiful. If you like green, if you don't like green, it's always a divisive thing with painting your walls. Covered in back patio. That's really beautiful. How big is this? 0.2 acres. Yeah, so big lot, built in 2005. Again, something about the early 2000s. They like this brown cabinet look. They haven't updated their appliances either, so that'd be something to address. But bay windows, big dining area, walk-in shower and bathtub, big closet. So you get a sense. The mature trees is really nice, and that's something that, say in Morningstar, you're not gonna have, right? Because it's a new construction neighborhood, so it's gonna take quite a few years to build out. But yeah, that's the map view of Georgetown. I hope you found this helpful in some way. We can help you out with whatever you're looking for. And if you found this video helpful, like and subscribe below. And remember, it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. Feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call, and we can help you make that smooth move to Georgetown. Until next time, we hope to see you around town.